Hey, hi. Obviously, I like live feed, so just seeing if anybody pops in. It's just me tonight. Yes. We've not had a Saturday Night Live for a while. Normally, we're on at 7:30 p.m. So just wait to see if anybody finds the link. So I'm just talking to myself at the moment. Hey, we've got somebody in watching. Yeah, later than normal. Saturday Night Live show. It's just me tonight. Yes. So there'll be a few announcements about what's going on with the Saturday night shows and stuff like that. So just wait till see if we get any more people in. If you're in watching and want to join in the chat, just hit the little, is it that side? Yeah, the little YouTube icon down the bottom right. That'll take you onto the YouTube channel and you can join in on the chat. We'll see how this goes. As I say, normally on a Saturday night, we're on at 7:30 p.m. But that hasn't been possible for, I'm just trying to remember now, if we missed 2 weeks. 2 viewers in, get yourself in chat, say hello, don't be scared. Just trying this out. Obviously, update you guys on what's going on and stuff like that. We're down to 1, up to 2. Might, obviously, because most people are waiting for us firing up at 7:30 on a Saturday night. They might be going, oh, it's like nearly 10 o'clock. Where's the live show? So we're up to 3 now. Do join in the chat. If you're in the chat tonight, I'll rely on you guys to keep the chat going because it is just myself tonight. And I'll explain that once we get a few in. We're up to 5. Slowly finding the links. Got myself a nice wee coffee here. It's a bit warm here. Chris for Gross Models is in chat. How you doing, Chris? Thanks for popping in, mate. Chris is in modding with a little spanner in the chat, although there's nobody in yet. I thought we haven't had any Saturday night live feeds for a little while, and it would just be a little update. And if there's enough in and enough in the chat and stuff, we'll do a wee update in the dungeon and stuff. We'll see how it goes. I've never tried doing it all by myself. Coffee. So yeah, don't be scared. If you're in viewing, we join in, but rough with cold. Oh, you got the man flu, Chris. Oh, we can't have you having the man flu. You need a bottle of those man up pills. You can get them for your local chemist. Colder flu. It must be man flu, Chris. Definitely. So we've got 6 viewers in. As I say, join in the chat. You know, click the little YouTube icon down the bottom right. Come into YouTube and say hello. I realise a lot of the regular viewers will be like, supposed to start at 7:30. Where have they been? Not quite as bad as man flu. Oh, so it's like girly flu then. So yeah, just me and Chris in the chat now. Come on, get yourselves in chat. Come in and say hello. I was planning on just doing a little bit of chat, seeing what you guys are up to, showing you a little bit of what I've been up to, and going through the dungeon. But if nobody comes in, we'll call it an early night. We'll see what happens. I'm playing it by ear. Yes, ad-libbing. It's not my best forte, ad-libbing. I need you guys in the chat to come in and say hello so I can get chatting to you. Mind you, we've not been on for a few weeks, so a lot of you will be going, oh, where have you been? Where have you been? Yeah. There's been a few changes within the group and stuff like that, and people being ill, and obviously Tank Fest is on. Oh, Expat's in. How you doing, Expat? Hey, at least one regular in. I know it's later than normal. Is it hot across here in Spain as well, Expat? Is it? I'm absolutely roasting here. And I'm drinking hot coffee. So it's good to see Expat in. Didn't think there'd be a lot coming in tonight because normally they expect us at 7:30. So we shall see what happens. Normally I've got a bunch of guys to bounce off of, but it's just me. For those that are in the chat, you'll probably notice I've started doing these wee afternoon sort of live things. Quite impromptu. because I've not been doing the Saturday Night Live, so I've been thinking about doing more of those. I don't know if you are enjoying them or whatever, but nice to get some feedback on that. And my sticker board's growing. Sticker board's growing. I've got my team inept now. I've got my model making guru. So I'm getting there with my stickers. No, I think it's going to be a quiet night in here tonight. It's probably because I've not announced it at the normal time. So it could end up I just go to the bench and start painting things and stuff. Well, I've got Chris's gross models as well. Where's Chris? There's his gross models one up there. Yeah, gross models, team inept, model making guru, the e-models crew. What's the expert saying? Yep, and a bloody fiesta in the village. Bang, bang, boom, boom. We get that here in Scotland. We have the, what they call the orange parades. Go team inept. Yeah, it's quite a cool sticker, actually. Maxime Laudanus Ineptarium. What does that mean, Chris? Does that just mean a bunch of inept guys? Obviously, we've got 8 viewers in. Come into the chat. Don't be scared. Come in and say hello. See what everybody's up to. Oh, 9. People are finding it. Damn Ducks is in. How you doing, Damn Ducks? He's going, oh, yeah. Oh, your Fiesta has had the wheels nicked. Yeah, bang a boom boom. Yeah, apologies. It's just me this evening. There's various things on like Tank Fest and all that sort of thing away down in the south of England. And there's a lot of people away to that. And I haven't had a Saturday Night Live show for ages, so it's just really updating people. Colin's not well at the moment. His back's giving him a bit of jip. So unfortunately, Colin couldn't join me this evening. John's away to Tank Fest. And Vincent's away getting his willy wet. So there you go. Nothing changes there. So what's the expert and Damn Ducks been up to? Anything exciting? Yeah, we're getting there. 10 viewers. As I say, I might end up on bench cam if no many people come in. We'll see how it goes. I'm just playing it by ear. It's just I haven't had a Saturday night live show for a wee while. And I thought it was just a chance to catch up with you guys and let you all know that we're still here and stuff like that. Up to 12 viewers. Oh, we're getting there. This coffee's good, by the way, but it's far too hot. I'm laughing at Chris. All your Fiesta for the wheels nicked. See, a Fiesta here is a motor car made by Ford. Fix or repair daily. Not the best of cars. Although I did have a wee XR2 myself in the past, which was quite good. So yeah, I've actually been modelling this week. What, this week? The past couple of weeks? Yeah, I've been doing bits and bobs. Because I've been doing the live at the bench thing, so those that may have been watching that, I've noticed I've done shiny on my Beetle, so I've got a wee bit of painting to do on that. And it's just a daft wee thing. It's just a wee Airfix starter kit. So I've been doing that. I've got my RZ ready for the next lot of paint. And what's the expert saying? Started a Revel 172 Hawk T1, a pile of poop. Is it not very good, mate? And yeah, Chris has done the second stage of the Saturn. He's gluing tubes together, so he's got that on his YouTubes under gross models. What's wrong with the Vel kits? I didn't understand. I've got the same Saturn 5 to build as Chris, so yeah, I've looked at it and it looks kind of all right, but there's a lot of flash, just like there's the parts and then a load of flash like over the whole sprue. So I've been doing that, and if you've been watching the afternoon streams, I've been doing a little bit of Warhammer, so I've got a wee bit of the colour on the inside of the interior. And I was wondering why it was taking loads and loads of nice thin coats. It's because it's not a base colour, it's quite translucent, so it's taking a wee while to build up. Be doing me guns and stuff like that, you know, so I've just been farting about in the background. I'll get something built one of these days. Even the wings were warped. Have you thought about hot water, expert? Stick it in a little bit of hot water and try and get some bendage back. Yeah. Must be an old kit, that then. A 172 Hawk. Is that not the trainer aircraft? That's the old trainer aircraft, isn't it? Gross is saying, see if it's actually circular. Yeah, I've only just taken the sprues out of the box. I mean, I've got that big Saturn sitting up there, but it's one of those ones, I think you'll know, Chris, when you take it out of the box, you can't quite all squeeze it back in again. So I haven't actually tested to see if it's circular. And expert's going, that's a one. Yeah, that's a Reeboks or something. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but it's probably an old tool Airfix, because the new Hawk's supposed to be quite good. So it's probably a Reeboks Airfix kit. So is that us? We've got Damn Ducks in, Expat in, anybody else in the chat? There's obviously a lot of people sitting there being quiet, scared to say anything. As I say, if you've joined in and you're watching, you know, just the video, and you've got the option of clicking the little YouTube icon, click that, and you can come in and join in the chat. But it's later than normal. 1950 by the state of it, yeah. God, that's older than me, 1950. Yeah, that's a little bit, yeah, about 17 years older than me. But yeah, the tooling back then wasn't always the best. Did you manage to make the kit out of it though, Expat? That's the main thing. Did you manage to get the kit together and it looking kind of reasonable? Or was it just a pile of tosh and you're going to use it as a test meal for your painting? Yeah. As I say, it might be a short show. We're trying to get on with the Saturday night live shows. There's been a big change to the crew. We've been going for about 7 months or something. We've been doing the live feeds. And some members have went their separate ways. So I've got a smaller crew to work with. And as I've said, Colin's not feeling that great, and his back's giving him a bit of jip. So sitting in a chair for 3 hours isn't actually, you know, very good for his back. John Gordon's alive. 3 Sheets Bennett is away at Tankfest, and Vincent's getting his willy wet. So yeah. So you will notice in the future there will be 3 members that were in the crew that aren't in the crew anymore. It's just one of these things. Not going to air any dirty laundry in public, but the crew isn't as big as it used to be. So obviously, if some of them aren't here, I'm not going to be able to do a live show. So working it from there. Yeah, I don't know if this is actually going to get any busier in the chat. I'll try it for a little while. I just thought I would say hello and a wee announcement of what's happening on Saturday night feeds. Once Colin's back and well again, hopefully we'll get on with good old Colin. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He's just released his final of the Cat, the Cat. Experts saying it's on the shelf for now. That's not so good. Right, okay. I was just checking. I pinged the message there. Yeah, so you've stuck it on the shelf. Yeah, is it that bad that you've had to stick it on the shelf? That's a shame. I take it it wasn't an expensive kit though, Expert. No. So yeah, I'm going to keep trying on with these afternoon things, impromptu live feeds in the afternoon. I was hoping to go a little bit onto the dungeon. I don't know if there's enough folk in actually watching to do a bit in the dungeon. And let you see what everybody's been up to. But we shall see how it goes. Mind you, it's 10 o'clock at night here in the UK. It's really warm. It's supposed to be a really nice day tomorrow, so I'm going to try and get out on the motorbike. I'm used to bouncing off other people in the chat. And as you can see, that's not happening. So I just thought a little Saturday night to update you where we were. £4 of filler. £1.50 from the boot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's that bad. Yeah, that Revel Peterbilt truck that I'm doing is kind of, well, not so much a filler, just sort of try to file it to the right shape. Still sitting over there. I've done bugger all with it. Oh, it's still sitting there. It's kind of, yeah, on the naughty shelf at the moment. Live feeds are good, but you can't usually watch, yeah, because you're usually at work, aren't you, Chris? And you've got your own channel to do as well. So yeah, do you like the wee afternoon ones? We're getting a bit of a different audience. We're getting people from South Africa, Canada, America, sort of catching obviously a lot of the UK guys are at work and stuff like that, but afternoon feeds are it's getting at the bench, and yeah, Space Marine stuff. So I'm hoping to get all that detail painted up, and I'll get on with that. It's a relatively simple kit. So it's a Mojo starter, so much for that. Yeah. So welcome everybody that's viewing at the moment. Do feel free to come into the chat and say hello. Chris is giving it, might try to record something tomorrow while I have my deep, sexy, sick voice. Is that in between the yeah. So as I say, it might just be a short show. Depends who pops in the chat and how it goes. But yeah, Saturday shows, we're trying to organise something, but the crew's reorganised. So some have went that way and some have went that way. So I've got a smaller crew to work with. So when we do come on a Saturday night, it might not be all the people that you normally recognise. What's Old Pat's Place? That's a new name. 4th of July. Good time to get rid of those models you don't plan to finish with them. Spare fireworks. Oh, I like that one. Yeah, stick a rocket up its backside and blow it to bits. And Chris is going, yeah, I'll mute when I cough, so it'll be like, hello and welcome to my live feed. Mute. And today I'm mute. I just can't get over this heat wave. I've been watching a lot of volcano activity and stuff about. Gary Pashley's in. How you doing, mate? He's going evening all. Yeah, not a usual Saturday night live show, guys. It's just a little hello and a wee update. I'll let you know it's still here. Pat's Place. Now that's a new name. Ah, hello, Sarge is in. Salutations. How you doing, mate? So where's Pat's Place from? That's a new name for me, Pat's Place. Did you come in for the boom hut or something like that, did you? Is that Fire in Manchester still going? I didn't know about that one. I know there's up in Livingston, just up the road for me. There was like a Chinese, a butcher's and an Indian next door to each other. They went up in flames the other day. So, and there's a lot of peat bog fires and stuff like that because it's so warm. And I was watching a bit of the news tonight, and seemingly we're going on to water rationing in some places. Pat's Place in Rochester Hills, Michigan. Been watching you for a few months. Oh, thanks, Pat. Are you in the dungeon yet, mate? If you go into Facebook groups /Smoo's Dungeon, lovely friendly place. You'd actually be member number 100 if you did join. And we just share all our work and stuff. Sarge is going, see, I don't know what this TOG thing is from Bovington. Now, I know it's a tank fest, but what's the TOG thing? Still don't understand the TOG. The horrible Gundam or something like that. But yeah. We have a dungeon. Yes, Gary, we have a dungeon. It's a Facebook group that peeps can share their work on. I usually on a Saturday night live, when I've got somebody else to read the chat, I do a little review of people's work and stuff on it. And it's Facebook /groups /Smoo's Dungeon. And Pat says doesn't do Facebook. That's, yeah. There's quite a few actually don't do Facebook. There's one that comes on his wife's account. Yeah, Facebook can get a bit, yeah. Big, horrible tank that has an oddly inspiring reputation. How's Vincent doing? Vincent's doing fine. As far as I believe, he's out for the weekend with his good lady. Thanks for that, Chris. He's put the link up there for you, for those of you that are on Facebook. I'll just catch that application to join. Just bear with me a wee second. And I'll let you get in. Just on another screen. There you go, Gary. You're member number 100. There you go. How's about that then? Excellent. I was just catching up some private messages here. So you're member number 100. How do you feel about that? And what's Mike saying? Almost missed this. Sorry, Mike. I was kind of, I was like, I was feeling like doing a live, but unfortunately Colin's not very well, and John's away at Tank Fest, and Vincent's away with his lady, and as Smoo, I might as well be up front. The group has reduced in number, so Mike, aka Dad, Scott, and Dave are no longer in the group. So it's Lynn. Yeah, the link's up if you want to join in with me and chat to the folks. So there are 3 members that are no longer in the group, but 7 months together, groups do different things. Expert saying it makes me laugh. A few weeks of decent weather and there's a water shortage. Yeah, it seems to be that down in England. And Chris is asking, are you dressed, Lynn, if you're coming on the camera? Oh, another new name, Wildiba. Hi. Oh, where are you coming in from, Wildiba? Some new names coming in tonight. Yeah, Mike's in. Mike Hornsey. Yeah, sorry, mister. I mean, it was basically, I've never done a solo live yet, and I've never thought about, trying to do showing the dungeon and stuff when I'm just myself, because then I can't read the chat and all that sort of thing. But just up at Coat Bridge. Oh, a fellow Scotsman. There you go. What's Lynn going? What do you think, Chris? Now, Steve's in. Steve Spencer Beanie of Totally Scale Models. How you doing, young man? He's going, good evening. Yes, yes, Lynn and Flesh Tones. We'll say no more, Lynn, will we? But she's got a spanner on tonight, so her nickname's Lynn. Lynn and here she is.
Hey, hey, Derry.
Lynn and Flesh. Hey, Lynn, how you doing, darling? But she's got a spanner on tonight, so her nickname's. You'll need to mute your.
Hang on. Right. Hang on. Wait a second. I just messed up something.
No, it's all right. You were obviously watching in the background, and then
watching in the background. I want to make sure I turned it off so we don't have this.
How you doing, Lynn? Is it roasting across America as well?
Yeah, it's roasting in my house now because I made some egg salad, and I had to boil my water, and it gets real hot in here, so it's at a balmy 83 degrees inside my house, which is I was
going to ask for that pounds feet
Celsius, probably.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that off my head. I'm going to make me a little cheat sheet. And I'm going to put down the Fahrenheit and the Celsius degree. So that way I can just look at my cheat sheet and say, oh, it's this degree, instead of trying to go,
I just ask what it is in normal people's temperatures. Because, you all drive on the wrong side of the road. Everybody's going, don't press the button, push the button. What's happening with the push the button thing?
I don't know. Don't mind me eat. Well, there goes my napkin. Eating my lunch.
Oh, I'm just thinking about what to get for myself to munch. Sarge is saying he made tuna salad instead just because of that. Egg salad was last week.
Oh, okay. I hadn't had egg salad in a long time. And I don't have chat going up next to me, so I don't know what people are saying.
That's cool. I'll read it out. What's egg salad consist of? Is it just like...
It's a work. The way I make it, everybody makes it different. They add a whole bunch of other extra yuckiness to it. The way I make it is a hard-boiled egg, put it in a bowl, you squish it up, break it up real good, give a little bit to Sweetie. Yes, he eats eggs. And then I add just a tablespoon of mayonnaise in it and stir it up. And then I add some little seasonings.
So you're basically on about egg mayonnaise then?
Yeah.
With salt and pepper in it. And then what's the salad part? Do you put like 2 leaves of...
Well, the salad part's usually... Colin, my my love.
Oh, blimey, tumblers, Colin's in.
You doing okay, my sweetheart?
Hello, people.
Thanks very much for popping in, Colin. I explained to people your back was a bit sore, so we didn't think you would be in.
Yeah. Apologies for not moving around too much, mate.
That's all right. I'll just pop your volume up a wee bit, Colin. That's cool.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right, because you're sitting back for your mic. I've just tweaked it.
I'll turn it up there with me.
That's no problem. Colin?
No.
Hold on a minute, Colin. What was that behind your head?
Someone's infiltrated me with a Gundam.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Jar Jar Fox felt sorry for me because everyone out there thought I was a bit gay because I had Tom Hardy behind me. So Fox bin Fox for payback for the Jar Jar Fox has kindly sent me an ammo poster.
I can see that getting modified slightly, Colin.
That would be an ecumenical matter.
So Lynn's eating her sandwich.
How can I say? Something may or may not have come out of my printer and may or may not be getting laminated.
Would it contain some beardage by any chance?
It would be containing some beardage and a Star Wars style creature, yeah.
And may there be a hat on top of this as well?
There may be a hat on top of it.
A small brimmed hat.
Yes. A fedora style or a narrow brimmed trilby.
I'm just catch
Yeah,
up.
sorry for my lights. I kind of fell asleep in this chair whilst gluing bits, and yeah.
Did you stick any to your face though?
Oh no, not this time. No. That was the infamous Barry Sheen Texaco decal.
That was the decal incident, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd spent ages looking for it, and I sat down to have me dinner, and my missus went, "What the bloody hell's that on your face?" And it turns out I had the Texaco Heron label stuck to the side of me bugle.
I'm just going to catch up in the chat. New chap in Pat's Place. He says, "Hope you and Colin feel better soon. Look forward to seeing his inner van detail of him working on the model." Yeah, that was the one that Colin did, the transit van. You've still got to finish off you actually working on the kit inside the van, haven't you?
Yeah, bear with me. I'll just get it.
Colin's a bit sore, so give him a wee bit of time to move about. Sarge is saying, mate, yeah, tuna salad. Gary's going, all this salad talk makes me feel bad sitting here eating pizza. Pizza.
There may be a bit of a pork pie hat on this person's head.
Oh, is it? Oh, hold on. A pork pie hat? Oh, this is the first I've seen of this little figure.
Yeah.
So this is you for going inside the van.
Yeah, that's all you're going to see of it until it's ready.
I think, who was it again? Pat's Place. Pat, did you actually see the interior of the van? I don't know if Colin's got it handy, like, but...
Yeah, just bear with me.
Yeah. Ray's in. Ray from Malta. He's going, hello, my friends. Welcome.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
As you can tell, Colin's struggling a bit, poor fella.
It's just taking me a bit of time to get about, that's all.
Don't rush it, my love.
Will Deber saying, started following you after finding your 112 X-Wing build. That was my first ever model. Loved it, especially LEDs. Colin likes his LEDs as well. Right.
You go.
There you go, Pat's Place. That's the wrapped transit. I'll let Colin take over.
Yeah, inside there's a snap-on cabinet. It's got a load of hobby zone in it as well. I'll just open the back door.
Pat says he's been watching the progress on it, but obviously you never got to the...
Yeah, so there's all the hobby zone and all of that gubbins and spray booth and stuff. Oh, it would help if I turned it the right way, wouldn't it? Blind to get.
That's cool, that. Yeah, the wee air booth and everything with the wee blue filter at the back.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then I'm going to shove me in a chair with my hat on, building a transit in the transit.
That's brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Dog.
And that's just a little Italeri transit's the same one that Fox did as the knackered transit.
That's right. Yeah, but you've basically done a vinyl wrap, but with decals on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Printed my own decal and wrapped it. So
Pat's Place is giving it Festa, and Will Deeber's going, thanks for doing it, man.
yeah, sorry for my absence, people. Things haven't been.
Yeah, I've kind of explained. Yeah, that some people.
Cheers, mate. Yeah, things haven't been great. I had a fall, and how can I say, things got damaged a little bit, but.
Yeah, you're getting that all checked out though, but yeah.
I'll go in on Tuesday for some MRI scans just to keep an eye on things. But
Pat's Place is going looking good, obviously your tranny van, and Mike Hornsey's going, that's so cool. Pat's Place is going with a smooth hangout on the little computer screen inside the van. No, it's a spray booth. You know the little spray booth you get, the blue filter in the back. That's
it's the little spray booth. I've got an airbrush next to it, and it's airbrush cleaner, coily hose, compressor. The bench has got Oddie's own with slide out drawers. So yeah.
You banged it together, he said. Of an evening, weren't you? It was like, what are you doing,
Colin? Yeah, we was doing it in an hangout, weren't we? Where you was asking what I was making, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just make this, like, and
snap on roll cab, and
yeah, we was just throwing ideas about as to what to do with it. And so I could always be sat inside it, building a transit in the transit, and the idea grew from there. Excuse me, I've just got to move.
Right. I've been waiting for the actual U inside the transit, and now I've seen a little something with a pork pie hat on this.
Oh yeah, the geezer's there, because I made the chair, but I can't find it. I stuck it somewhere. I stuck it somewhere safe.
The usual, somewhere safe you can't find. All will be revealed. Yeah.
But yeah, I made it out of a bus seat, so I think people saw that.
Chris has got man flu tonight, Colin.
Oh, mate, yeah. It's scientifically proven, mate, to be, a well-known medical complaint, mate.
Yeah, man flu. I believe man-up pills is what you get. What are you saying, Lynn?
I said, I hope you get better, Chris.
He just needs to get some man-up pills. Yeah.
Oh.
Get them for the chemist. You take 2 a day.
I could write him out a prescription, but I'm getting low on them.
Yeah, so Chris was away at E-Models yesterday. Very strange seeing the models in the flesh. And he says Fox's eagle is bigger than it looks on screen. Yeah, it's 22 inches. And Dan Ducks is going, my fish. Don't know where that's coming from. Kenneth in. Hiya, Kenneth. How you doing, mate? He says, good to see the gang.
Kenneth. Check your messenger, mate.
There you go.
I sent you a message, but I was mindful that you was on Aussie time, mate. So just check your messenger, mate. You'll see a private message in there. Feel free to respond.
Kenneth is saying man-up pills come with a dry slap chaser, seemingly.
Yes, I've been teaching Kenneth some sayings like slap your taste out your mouth, give you a dry slap, that sort of stuff, and he's getting quite eloquent at his East End put downs, bless him.
Yeah, he just need his potty liquor and mash and jelly deals, mate. Yeah. Oh. Pat's Place is saying the Cat was great, not a sci-fi fan, but dirty diesel stuff is cool.
Oh yeah, it's just here actually. Happy days.
Because you've just uploaded the last video in that series with a reveal.
I keep forgetting I've got the bench cam on. I'll turn that off in a minute for you. I don't think you can see that because I'm not...
Cat in the quarry. That's gorgeous.
I'm not great lining things up on camera, as Terry can contest too.
All right, we can see that, mate.
Yeah, happy days. Just let us know if you can't. been doing electricery as well today.
Oh, electricery. Would this be for this fire engine that you haven't quite started, but you're itching to start?
Anyway, did anyone see the football?
Have you started it?
Sorry?
Have you started it? Did it fall onto the bench and you're saw? No. Oh, he's got the hat on now. Wait now. Let's go and do the yeah. Shenanigans going on there.
One of multiple hats. No, I've not started the fire engine as such. I managed to shrink down that rather splendid circuit. So that's now running off of 2 triple fires only.
Ooh.
And suffice to say, they strobe quite nicely. So, yeah.
So you're into your miniaturization, which is
yeah, there's 3 different circuits there that are all going to go on one tiny little board, and it was doing that, and then I woke up with a pair of tweezers and a bit of wire in my hand, and you had gone live, and I was like, oh, right, is it still Saturday?
Or the next again Saturday.
And then I checked myself to make sure I wasn't plugged into the mains before I came live.
Because you being well, we weren't expecting you till next Saturday, but I just thought, yeah, come in a Saturday.
Yeah, it's one of them, you know what it's like. I'm lucky if I get 3 hours kip top, so I power nap as and when I can, but sometimes that means I'm waking up in the early hours of the morning and no one's about, so I'll be doing whatever I'm doing.
Same as me, wide awake club. Hello, who's on?
See, it's fatal because you, Mike, and Kenneth got me this chair. And I must admit, see, I flick the lever and it springs, and then I start rocking, and then I'm gone. And I've woken up many a day in my man cave, like that.
All the slavers doing the side of the face, a wet t-shirt and everything.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, fucking hell, where am I?
Jess Idaho's in. How you doing, mate? He goes, hello, Terry, Lynn and Colin and everyone in Chatland. How you doing, mate?
Hello, mates. Long time no here, mate. But hopefully we'll get something sorted and we can all reconvene. It's life issues I've been in the way.
Well, if I would have known you were going to actually have a live show, I would have set my camera up and computer on my desk.
You just can't get the start.
You can't get this.
Yeah, this is our man with his new logo. Hello, John.
Hello, John. Gordon's alive.
See, have faith in little old Fester, mate, and they do convene. John, thanks for shooting back as fast as you did, mate.
I'll tell you what, I'm absolutely nudged.
I can imagine, mate. Bless you. Sorry that I messaged you whilst you was on the road. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
How was Tank Fest?
I've been to air shows and stuff, and there's been a lot of people because airbase is spread out. You don't have a tendency to see it so much, but
yeah,
as the Tank Museum is sort of confined,
yeah, you're like me, struggle getting about, and it's like sardines, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it worth going to see? Is it quite expensive to go and see? Obviously, it's down in Boddington, which is down. Is it near Dorset or something like?
You're gonna go as soon as it gets advertised. Pre-book your tickets, right? Make a weekend of it, because to go from here or yourself down there and back in one day and enjoy it and not be knackered.
Many miles was it? The ticket you took your bike, did you?
No. What happened was I got a phone call late last night off a mate of mine, and he turned around and says, oh, such and such has come down with the bug. He can't go. Do you want to go? I says, well, it's a bit short notice. I says, but and nod for a few seconds. And he picked me up at the crack of dawn this morning. Well, when he picked me up, it was still bloody dark.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
at least you weren't riding on the bike then, so that would have been.
Right.
Luckily enough for me, I wasn't driving. My mate was. We went down in his Audi.
Ooh, very nice.
So I had the luxury of being a passenger for a change.
Oh, goody.
But,
We've got Kenneth M and Mike Hornsey going, hi, John.
hi, Kenneth. Hi,
And
Mike.
obviously Chris is in chat, and Ray from Malta. And Kenneth is saying, don't you mean John, my boss, Ray? Yeah, you should call him boss. I mean, we all know that Ray from Malta is in John's little door to the side where he's got the big warehouse with all the models in.
He's done a lovely job today while I've been away.
Yeah, I kept him busy, mate. I kept ringing up the shop and getting him to search for all of those left-handed craft knives that you got in from China, mate.
Yeah.
Gary Parsley's just nipping off. He's got to go play unpaid taxi driver and pick his daughter up. We'll be back later if you're still alive. Depends how Colin's feeling. It was just going to be a wee impromptu thing, and then.
Are you stocking a new thing in your range called a fuck pot, John, or was that a name that Ray called me?
Oh dear.
Along with Shithouse.
How you been doing, Lynn?
I've been doing good. Work hasn't been doing too good, but I've been doing good.
You got any closer to getting your workbench set up, or are you?
All I got to do is move 2 boxes, set my camera up, set this little computer up. I was going to do that today before I realized, before you came on and watching TV.
I was sitting
And then
bored and I thought, bugger it, go live.
But yeah, everything's going good.
That's good.
Oh, this is
Work's going good, but the hours that's a different story.
Yeah, they've cut your hours at work, yeah.
Yeah, they cut everybody's hours.
Sorry about that. Bit of spider pig there. I do apologise.
Nige is in. He's saying, hello, guys. I just want to say I bought a Harley and I love it. You on about a real hob or a... Yeah. A model...
tractor, did you say?
Yeah, an agricultural vehicle. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to find out if it's real or a scale one. If it's a scale one, well done. If it's a real one, how old are you? John's on a pretend Harley, but he's got the leather tassels and everything.
Oh, yeah.
When his younger days, his hair used to blow in the wind underneath his helmet and everything like that. But now that that's all gone, he puts the tassels on the bars so he can feel the sensation.
They said helmet.
Hey.
Chris is off. He's going to see if he can sleep longer than 15 minutes at a time. Yeah, it's very warm.
Yeah,
See you later, Chris. Cheers for popping in, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
Hang on a second.
Oh, Lynn's off. So apart from going and looking at tanks and stuff today, have you done anything interesting at your bench?
If you have a look at my camera, yeah.
Oh, Colin's going first. Oh, Colin, that looks like a nice piece of resin down there, mate.
Oh yeah. That's just the base for it.
Ooh.
God, these fruit pastels are half hard, right?
Yeah. Kenneth's going, your coffee cup's empty, Colin. Where's the magic hand?
She's in there watching the telly, mate.
Oh.
But yeah, that's just a small piece of Batman.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
And that's modelled on Lenny McLean, for those of you that know Lenny McLean, the governor. So yeah, it's how can you say it? A mean and moody Batman going fuck off.
That's a fair size bit of resin, that, Col.
Yeah, it's how can we say? Quite a lumpy one.
Bloody hell. Who cast that one?
This is Keithy Boy, mate.
Oh, is that one of Keith's casts?
Yeah,
Oh.
Keithy Boy Productions on Facebook. Pop along to his page, people, because this guy, honestly, is a resin god. He won't mind me saying it. That's just Batman's fists, mate. And look at the gun on there.
Look at
Happy
it.
day.
Oh, wow.
So,
Is he
guy
doing
does,
sculpting as well?
he buys the sculpts and recasts them in resin and sells them through his Facebook page. But they're flawless, mate. They really are. And he sent me a Catwoman to do, and I'm going to steampunk her. And Batman arrived today, which was nice. And we'll probably do the same with him, to be honest with you. But so yeah, Keithy Boy Productions. He's on Facebook. Get yourselves over there because I love his stuff. I think Kenneth M, who's in chat, does a lot of his figures as well. And yeah, he's going to be my go-to bloke, to be honest with you.
Who is it again, Colin?
Keithy Boy Productions.
Okay.
But yeah, and what else have I been doing? I've been doing the Predator, didn't I? I've started him. It's all right. I went into chat mode there.
Just a quick one. Nigel was saying that the reverb is awful. Anybody else getting problems with reverb? I'm not getting any echo or anything here.
Is it? I've not got no other tabs open.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything. I'll try refreshing.
Can you hear me now? Testing.
I don't know where my mic is.
Pat's Place is saying that base of that Batman looks like a big Alka-Seltzer.
I'll tell you something, mate. I'm glad that ain't a suppository, because, mate, I'll be doing river dance.
That's it. The Take No Shit Batman is very big. Is it a solid cast, that one? Kenneth was asking.
Batman? Yeah, solid, mate. Look at that.
Yeah, solid cast.
Solid, mate. When it's built, I think it's going to weigh about 5-6 pound in weight.
God, easy. Kenneth's going, it's awesome. He never has anything but great things from Keith, so that's cool.
Yeah, but I've got to watch Kenneth, you know, because he nicks all my bloody ideas. Yeah, don't deny it, pal. Don't deny it. He knows what I mean.
You've been working on something else that wasn't a very expensive buy. Let's get folk in the chat to guess how much this one was that you're making now.
Have a look at that. It ain't finished yet. That's only had a couple of body shades on it.
Yeah, Predator chap.
That's a Predator, and that is. Let's find something that ain't missing off of my cutting, Matt.
That's a vinyl kit, Colin, though, isn't it?
It's just under 30 centimetres, that one.
That's a vinyl kit.
That's a vinyl kit, that is.
So have a guess at how much that cost, Colin. Vamp's in. Evening, Smoo guy and guys.
Hello, Vamp.
Vamp's all the way from South Africa. He joins us on the
also picked up 3 1/12 Tamiya motorbikes during the week off the flea bay, didn't I? Someone got his bike over that, didn't he? Because I got a bit of a bargain.
Yeah, I think you got the 3 of them for the price of what one of them would cost retail.
Yeah. John was speed dusting, and Terry just said, "Don't even look at me."
Jared's in. Is saying evening. And Nigel's having problems with audio. I don't think anybody else is, are they?
I noticed there's a bit of lag, isn't there, in the video?
There is, just a little bit.
Do I need to switch onto my other setup? Let's have a look.
I'll just make sure that I've not got anything else running in the background, seeing as I'm hosting it.
Oh, hang on, let me.
Is that better? Am I still lagging, or?
I've not got any problem with yours at all. So
no.
Maybe how about that?
Because I can switch from mini cam to ordinary. Don't worry, mate.
Yeah. Jess Idaho's saying, is that an old Screaming Predator kit, Colin?
Oh, it's an SFX kit, mate.
And here we go. Back with the old ones. Kenneth is saying, did you find any offset motors that would fit in on the Airfix plane car?
Funny you should say that.
Would it be an AF1004 any chance?
Yeah. How did you know that, Terry? Did you find one as well, mate?
No, I've heard about it a couple of times from certain people.
Yeah, Kenneth. It was an AF1004, mate.
Expert and Jace Idaho saying the audio's all fine at their end, so it must be something to do with Nigel.
Is me video better, or is it still lagging?
No lag now.
No lag now. Mm-hmm. So it was Minicam that makes that lag then.
Minicam, yeah. Nigel's saying, I'm hearing you all talking, and 2 seconds later the sound starts again. Have you got us opening 2 YouTube windows? Because there is...
Mute the YouTube and oh no, he's not in the Hangout.
No, if you're playing 2 videos, there is a slight time delay between them, so it could be that. Kenneth's asking if you could send the eBay link for the motor, Colin.
It wasn't an eBay purchase, mate.
Oh, there you go. So he's trying to get me to do a Smoo.
Yeah, it was a friend of a friend that has a stake in a model supplier, and the Predator kit, by the way, was £4.50.
You can't blame that. £4.50.
Yeah, I've done really well because I picked up that steampunk bird and all, didn't I? And that was only about £7.
Steampunk?
Like, that Oriental one I showed you the other night.
I've got memory like a bloody sieve.
I know you have. So you'll get old, mate.
I'm going to prove to you that I did have hair.
Hair?
Oh, ain't that photo with you and that mullet, is it?
Oh, James. Is it the ginger one? With the big booby doobies?
Yeah.
You were a ginger?
No. It's an old photo.
That's definitely ginger to me, mate.
No, strawberry blonde.
Strawberry blonde. And what happened to your breasts? Did you have to get them taken back out again?
No, somebody stuck a pin in them and popped them.
Nigel's having problems with audio, so he's
it might be Java. We had a similar issue on a Hangout the other night, wasn't it, when Google and Java was updating. So,
Expert saying, "Good job, your balls are in a bag, Smoo." Disgusting.
But yeah, I could dig out the wedding photos, but you'll all talk about me, disown me, the internet will break, and I'll probably get a fat wire issued on me, so I'm not showing it. Suffice to say, it was a good mullet.
No, wrong. I used to have a mullet and all.
I know. They was it back in the day for about 10 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, I carried mine on for as long as I could, because, yeah.
The thing is with that, you can't actually see how long my hair is. It's halfway down my back.
Good man.
So your hair's halfway down your back and you grew breasts. Was there something in the water?
I was almost 17 there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I twice then. I thought it was Keith Lemon.
And what was your name then? Was it Julie?
No, they all knew me as Gordon.
All right, okay.
That's all my bike buddies. Right? And my hair used to be that long. I used to be able to sit on it. Right?
About a what?
I used to be able to sit on my hair because it was that long.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Do they not have to climb on your shoulders to sit in your hair, though?
It used to be quite funny because I'd stand at the bar, as you do, waiting to get served, and you get some big, beefy early biker come walking. Can I get you a drink, Duck? And you go, yeah, don't mind if you do, pal.
Oh, dear. So you try to safe it behind you had a good arse as well as your inflated chest.
Yeah. That was when I was at college.
Oh, that's funny.
Studying to be a bricklayer. right? And back in the days, you used to have what they used to call Rag Week, where they used to have floats and stuff.
Like
and
Freshers' week, the first week of uni, kind of thing.
similar sort of thing, yeah. Yeah. And what they'd do, they'd have a lorry with a trailer on the back, and the hairdressers would have hair dryers and people having their hair cut while they're riding around the town centre on the back of a lorry.
Right.
But because I used to go to a drink in a biker's pub at lunchtime and stuff, we stuck our racing motorbike on there that we used to race instead of bricklaying.
Jess Idaho's saying the mullet, business in front and party in the back. And Damn Ducks Bobbington's going, what the hell happened? Yeah. Any other interesting photos of yourself with breasts and long hair?
No.
No.
Not ones I'm prepared to put up anyway.
So have you been up to anything at the bench? Or has it been too warm?
I've got my B17 finished.
Ooh, I do like that.
I've got that done. I've put all the aerials on. Got it all done underneath.
Nice bit of work there, mate.
Yeah, and I've been working on a little jet Provost, but mine's not red, and I'm having to wear sunglasses.
The
Right.
sunglasses?
Sunglasses because it's fluorescent orange.
Yeah, it's a bit like my forehead, mate, because I sat out in the garden the other day. Look at it.
And, I've actually gone back and built a 1970s kit. Well, 1976 that came out.
Wow.
That's the predecessor to the one, to the jet one.
Yeah, and that is the old Matchbox kit, and even the decals were still usable
Bloody hell.
from 1976.
James, that's nearly as old as me. Kenneth was saying that was a very random photograph, John.
I ain't putting any more up.
Oh, that was quite cool, actually. I like that. Red. I couldn't imagine you being again. So do you go out in the sun and you're like instantly burnt?
Yeah, my natural hair, when I was that old, well, when I was that young, it was actually strawberry blonde. But
You mean
as soon as I went out in the sun, my hair went ginger and my face got covered in freckles.
So you're a Gengar then? That's what they call them up in Scotland, a Gengar. What's they saying? The good job, men. What's this? Jess Idaho saying, nice B-17, John. Please excuse my ignorance, but did the RAF operate those in the war?
Yes, it was operated by one or two squadrons. Coastal Command had them for a bit as well, early on. And basically, that's a B-17 Mark III, the RAF used to call them. And it was part of 100 group.
Was that them flying them back to America again? The RAF just took them over, like?
Well, the RAF actually bought some.
Oh, right. Okay.
The Lindley.
Leased, yeah. And they had two squadrons equipped with B-17s, and they had sort of electronic countermeasures fitted within the aircraft. They took some of the guns out, had an extra crew member that could speak fluent German.
All right. Yeah.
They used to confuse the German ground radar, and the German-speaking crew member used to redirect the night fighters to somewhere where the bomber stream wasn't.
You were talking about countermeasures there. You're quite good with countermeasures, aren't you? Shutting the airports down and stuff.
I told you, not live.
I'm not going into any more than that. Kenneth is saying, is that soft edge camouflage, John?
No, it's not actually. What I did, I made some blue tack sausages.
Sausage.
Right? But they were only as thick as a cocktail stick.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Right. And it doesn't give you a really soft edge, and it doesn't give you a hard edge. It's just in scale.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So
It's like,
thin sausages.
yeah, basically you just get a piece of blue tack, roll it out so it's really thin.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sort of like that. Put your camouflage pattern on with a pencil. Lay it on the top, just press it down a little bit so it tacks to the surface. Mask it off and then shoot it at a really low pressure with your airbrush with a fine low pressure and a wide spray pattern.
All right.
All right, and it gives you a very, very soft edge.
So you do have a distance straight above it. Yeah.
Yeah. If you was if that was covered in the I'm gonna have an airbrush. What you do with it, right? You'd have your sausage on and you'd be all masked off, right?
Dead sausage.
At 90 degrees.
Here he said sausage.
Right. You do it at 90 degrees, both sides, and then fill in the middle. And when you come to the sides, 90 degrees all the time.
So you're not coming in under the wee ledge that's left by the blue.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. And it gives you scaled, feathered edge.
Very nice. Jess Idaho's got another question. Obviously, you were on about the RAF use the planes. It says, do you know if the crews liked using the planes compared to what they had kicking about?
From what I've read, the crews that actually flew them quite like the B-17 because it hadn't got the bomb capability of the Lancaster. Hence, it could fly that little bit quicker and that little bit higher.
Right.
And it was part of the secret war because they had 2 squadrons of B-17s and then they had 101 squadron which flew Lancasters.
This was all the misinformation and, as you say, the redirecting aircraft and all.
Basically, the B-17s and the Lancasters were fitted with what they call airborne cigar.
All the jammers and stuff.
Yeah. And they carried an extra crew member that could speak German. And they basically blocked out the German ground radar and ground control. And the aircraft that were up in the air, the night fighters and stuff, could only then pick up what was being broadcast by the B-17s or the Lancasters.
That's quite clever, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pat's Place is saying he's got the Lancaster Grand Slam bomber hanging on display. It was Tamiya and has 4 tiny motors for the props, not offset though. Kenneth is saying, are you going to put motors in it, John? Colin knows we can get an offset motor. It should fit in the engines. I don't think the AF1004 fits. I think it's a bit too big.
It might do.
Expert saying, well, it's time for the bar, or there's no chance of any sleep tonight. Can just about hear you over the bloody band, thanks to Smoo and the crew.
About that one.
Did Ray just hand you out that for your stockroom?
I've got that one with the motors in.
Or does it come with the motors?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Right. So I've got the 48 scale one.
Yeah, Pat's saying that's the one.
I've got that one.
And does that come with the motors as well?
No, this is the Airfix one.
Right, okay.
It's the Airfix 72nd scale one.
Huh.
Why have you got it taped together in a box?
Because I wanted to see what the joint was like in the fuselage.
All right. Ramp's going nice.
It's the old mould Airfix kit, that is.
Oh, so there's a new one out.
Yeah, if anybody wants to build a 72nd scale Lancaster, get the new Airfix one.
They all right, aren't they?
They're absolutely brilliant. I've got 4 of them now.
Oh, wow.
Has Ray not managed to sell any yet? I mean, you think they'd be flying off the shelves, so...
Good pun.
I'll buy one.
I've got one that I'm working on. I've got the Dam Buster one, and I picked 2 up today.
Do you not find it funny building the same thing over and over again?
No, because they're all going to be different.
Right, different squadrons. And...
I've got that one, which is going to have the Grand Slam bomb in, the big one.
Right.
Right. I've got a Dam Buster one, so it's going to have the bouncing bomb on it. And I've got another one, a conversion kit. You get enlarged bomb bay doors for carrying the tall boy bomb, the bomb that sank the Tirpitz.
Right.
So I'll have the Dam Buster, the Grand Slam, the tall boy, and the standard Lancaster.
I've never built a Lancaster.
The Airfix Lancaster, the new one, it comes in the box art is of a white Lancaster. That's the Merlin powered. They do the radial engine, the Mark II Lancaster. And they do the Dam Buster.
What was the better one, the Merlin one?
The Merlin powered Lancaster, there was actually more of them produced, right? But the radial engine, the Mark II Lancaster, carried the same bomb load, but it could actually fly a little bit faster than the Merlin powered Lancaster.
Ooh.
And it also flew a little bit higher as well.
Pat saying he likes to hang his big planes up to take up too much shelf space.
Yeah. What I do, I'll either hang them off the ceiling or I'll get a piece of wood, something like that. All right, drill 2 holes in it, put some wood in it, some dowel.
Oh, and hang them on the wall.
And hang them on the wall like that.
Oh,
I've seen a lot of people wall mount their aircraft, the same as ships as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people wall mount them. I mean, my planes I've got hanging from the ceiling. So.
Yeah.
I'd never seen them wall mounted like that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few people do it. Quite a lot of the guys in the States do it, don't they?
Yeah.
So you can have the undercarriage down, or would that be an in-flight one that you'd hang for the wall?
What you actually do, you actually have the undercarriage down, because once you put the piece of wood on the wall, it actually sits.
Oh, it sits on the wheels.
If that's the wall, it actually sits like that on the wall.
All right, okay. Kenneth's asking, does Ray pre-assemble your models in the stock room for you, John? Never seen a kit come out of the box taped together before.
Well, that particular Lancaster is going to be converted into a Lincoln.
Yeah, Ray does a bit of quality control to make sure everything's up to spec when he hands it through to John, so that, you know, if it's a bad kit, he'll sell that to the customers and he'll keep the good ones for John.
Yeah, I'm expecting a few late nights fairly soon anyway, when somebody starts building his frog foot.
What? That one I won off at E-Models, how you try to say it's a bad kit, like? It looks all right.
I'm just glad you won something, because it will stop you bending my ear now.
I won something on E-Models, and it's the weirdest looking fucking plane I've ever seen. But
I wanted that.
It's 148th. I'm actually fancying the North Korean colours.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Fox is in chat, and yes, Fox, have a look what's behind me, mate. I know.
There's Fox in. He's going bees now.
Infiltrated me with your Japanese war soup things.
Yeah.
You and your cursed war transformery things.
Feel free to jump in on the chat, Fox, if you want. I know your modelling room's really warm, which is why you made a little drinking thing for bees today.
Oh, good girl, Fester. That's all right, mate. Just keep an eye on the head. That's all I'm saying, mister. My revenge will be...
Uh-oh.
Misa think maybe some Jaja Fox, maybe Misa thinky.
There might be something that's going to... it's going to have regular face changes. That's all I'll say.
Now, I'm laughing at Patsy's just commented, the old NPC kits are less flashy if you put them in a preheated oven to 350 prior to assembly. Do they come out like styrene sheet then?
Yeah.
Oh, what's Fox saying? It's too hot, can't be in for long, ration himself to short bursts on the PC.
Yeah, you should be worried, mate. Start sleeping with one eye open.
He's giving it all flop. Why would we pick on Fox? Yes.
Because he's got a great sense of humour and he gives as good as he gets.
But he's definitely got a love for the bees. Yeah. I remember cutting my grass once out in the back garden. Now, I didn't actually realise this until I looked a bit more into it. Now, I've had a wasp nest in the shed and they make like a paper sort of hive thing.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I was cutting the grass and then a whole load of bees came out and they make their nests in the ground in hollows and stuff.
Oh, right, yeah.
And so managed to get the grass back and there's this tiny little beginning of a beehive. I didn't understand at the time, so it got the petrol and the match treatment. But seemingly you're supposed to call a beekeeper and he can scoop that wee thing up and take it away and make a hive.
They can't do that. They're protected, isn't they?
Oh.
Jess Idaho's going, be afraid. I see what he did there, be very afraid. Yeah. Damn Ducks is saying, so ask.
There might be a bit of soundboard shenanigans to be had with it as well.
Oh, no.
So I'll be able to just lean over and go proddy poos and that's all I'm going to say.
Misa think that might be quite amusing, Misa does. Yes.
Yes. You know, it's all right, everyone doing Ted's slap it on, but someone else has sayings that he says a lot.
Damn Ducks is saying he asked his girlfriend for a Satsuma and she threw it at him in a tin. Okay.
Yeah.
Pat's going, does Colin have his images he made of Fox? It perhaps might somewhere.
Yes, I do. And I now have some sound files as well because my revenge will be sweet, should we say. Where did I put Mr. Fox?
Kenneth is saying, didn't Terry just say poured petrol on a hive of protected bees? No, this was many years ago before the bees were in decline and they were protected and they were in the middle of my lawn. And they weren't in a hive, they were in my grass. Fox is going, oh, jeez, I do. Arse. Yep. And Jace Idaho's giving it a soundboard of terror. Eh, Colin?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do, those little micro switches hidden behind pictures, Colin, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Certainly is.
Yes, yeah, we're having. Some people. Some people are having. Oh, sorry, Lynn.
I want to get out of my comfort zone. I'm going to be building this.
What do you think of that, Jar Jar Fox?
Me thinks I should be on the poster behind me.
Oh!
Lynn's fancying doing a Sherman. I've got a Sherman. So, Jar Jar Fox, I noticed that your beard's slightly more trimmed now. Is this the updated version?
No. I've got the screen grab of that to put through Photoshop yet, but suffice to say, beard trimmage shall be had.
Yeah, so a bit more biker-esque.
Yeah. Pro. That's what happens when the hat comes off.
Yeah, Fox is saying he's so glad he popped in now. He's seen that before, the damn abomination.
Yeah. All revenge will be mine.
Yeah, I love you, Fox, really. Aye. Misa think you really like that picture. So Lynn's think you're doing a Sherman. So sorry, you were holding that up there when Jar Jar was in button about. What Sherman are you doing?
Yes, one.
An M4A3 Sherman. Oh, a Tamiya one. Does it come with figures and everything?
Yeah.
What?
Is that the Easy 8 one out of Fury, Lynn?
No.
Well, it could be, but I don't know if I'll do it that way.
Lord Bartley the third's in.
However you do it, my darling, it'll be beautiful.
Right?
Lord Bartley's giving it the Hair Bear bunch. It did look a bit like the Hair Bear bunch there, Jar Jar with the throw on.
Oh, I used to love that. It's the Hair Bear bunch.
The Easy 8 one's this one, is it not?
Fox.
He's got his stickers.
Oh, she's got the stickers. Yeah.
Oh, you had some contents in the envelope at long last.
Yes.
You didn't just get an envelope of fresh air from near Manchester.
Nah, all the air leaked because it had a hole in it.
Well, I've managed to get my Team Inept and my Model Making Guru ones as well, so that's cool. What we're reading here. Tamiya, Shermy, good call. Jay Seidel was saying Fox, Jar Jar, and Bob Ross amalgam.
Yes. Yes.
Scale model vamps going, ooh, Lynn, awesome choice. Yeah.
See, I can just imagine Fox having a Bob Ross style paint studio. He'd be the only bloke who could carry that off, wouldn't he? The joy of painting with Fox.
John, is this a Fury one?
Yeah.
Is that a Fury one?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between them? Because they're both M4A3. And Lynn is an M4A3.
Wasn't it the wheels and suspension, John, on them?
It was, I think, the Easy 8. Let me go find my Fury one. 2 secs.
Okay. Fox is saying it's an abomination. It's horrible. I may need to call on an exterminatus. Who else is in? Commodore Junction's in. He's going, hey, I'm in wee Bonnie of Scotland. Oh, you managed to come up to Scotland, did you? You're up late. You're only 16. It's 11 o'clock at night. Get to your bed. Where in Scotland are you, Common Road? I know you said you were taking a wee road trip up. Fox is saying a hole. Oh no, did the $50 bill fall out? Did you get your $50 bill in your envelope, Lynn?
I got a $50 bill.
All right, okay then.
All right, hey, then, Terry. Look.
Oh. John's got one he prepared earlier. Thanks for bringing that through, Ray. Cheers.
Right. That's your Easy 8.
That's got camouflage on it, though.
Right? Yeah, well, this is going to be painted as Fury because it was black and green.
Oh, was it? Right, okay.
Yeah. Right. Different gun, different shaped turret.
Yeah.
All right, at the back. Yeah, the ammo housing.
Right. Oh, I've got the football jobs in. Right, so there's your... That's the same turret as Lynn's.
Right. Oh,
Right.
it's got a box on the back.
And that's the Easy 8 one.
It's got a taper, but... Right, okay.
Ah.
Right? And if you look at them top view...
Oh, two turret holes, one turret hole, yeah.
Right, they're completely different turrets.
Oh, Capolas, actually. That's it.
That's it. But, basically, the holes are different as well.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're quite different, aren't they? I know there was different hulls at the front where you had a split hull and a solid hull and all that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the one I have, all the decals are for the Philippines.
Ooh.
The unit in the Philippines.
I suppose they ditched some of the tanks in places and didn't bring them back.
Yeah.
What's Fox saying? I like to slap my brush on the easel from time to time.
Yeah, that's Bob Ross. That's what he used to do.
Ah, right.
Do you do the slightly creepy giggle as well under your breath, Fox?
And Damn Ducks is kind of stating obvious. If I didn't have a penis, I would be a girl.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Just as I say, no comments on earlier Sherman, a great and low stress kit. Fox is asking, has Three Sheets told you what I accidentally picked up at E-Models yesterday? No, Fox. Three Sheets hasn't told me what you accidentally picked up at E-Models.
Oh dear. Yeah. Is Fox on about his next build? Because I've just lost chat, so I can't see it.
He just said, have you told me what he picked up? And I went, no.
I know what he picked up. Well, I can't remember.
But is he on about the kit with the clear parts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's picked up a Panther.
Ooh.
With full interior.
A Rinky Pink Panther.
He's picked up the Panther with a full interior with clear parts.
Oh, nice.
And is that going to get Warhammered up?
Now we Fox, what he was on about. Probably.
J.S. Idaho, being an American chap, said the difference of the Shermans was a VVVS and HVVS suspension and track differences.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying to John earlier. It's something to do with the suspension and the wheels underneath, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Commodore Junction is saying that he thought what Fury was just plain green. I thought all the Shermans were just plain green.
If you go on to the Tank Museum at Bovington, that is where Fury lives.
So in the movie, was it camouflaged? I'm trying to remember now. I need to watch it again.
It was black and green, but because some of it was filmed in the rain and stuff, it was a very dark green. But it's actually olive drab and black.
Now, what's Pat's Place saying? Look for aluminium gun barrels. They'll survive bottle rocket launches. Don't know. Bottle rocket launch? Yeah. Damn Ducks did buy a duck. And J.S. Idaho's, abbreviations. Vertical volute or volute and horizontal volute suspension. So you're basically talking about torsion bar and springs.
I know what he means, but I have problems saying it as well.
Fox says he opened the instructions of the clear kit and immediately regretted all the decisions.
I'll tell you what. I think that's going to be one of the kits that is ever made that's got a lot of parts.
It'll have a little bit of weathering on it, possibly to hide things as well, I think.
There'll probably be a few Smoo said when he's building it and all.
Yeah. Yes, Idaho saying he tends to geek out when discussing tanks. Who else can I think does it? Vincent?
I don't know.
Yeah,
we've got somebody who lives in Germany, haven't we? It's quite keen on.
Are you sure it's Germany? Is it not France or Holland?
It's somewhere in Europe.
Belgium.
Is it that team we played last night we lost against?
Yeah, my mates were all posting up pictures with all the Belgian flags on their faces. See, Scotland always supports the team that's playing against England because we're shit at football. So we just always go on the other team. So yeah, there was a lot of Scotsmen last night going, "Yay, go Belgium!" So sorry about that.
Yeah, that's he picked up the other day. That is, I haven't got one. I haven't got one in my stash, but that is one of the new breed of Panthers that I would love to have a go at.
He's saying there's only 86 parts per track, parts even. He may have to gen up on these Glaswegian shipyard colloquialisms, I think. Yeah.
Just watch what glue you use, though, Fox, because you might melt the tracks.
Yeah, careful. You don't want to use any of that tech stuff.
Right.
you just end up with a pile of Smoo goo.
Yeah. The track pins on that, they're similar to the full ones, but they're actually plastic pins.
Yeah, instead of resin ones. Yeah.
And they are very thin, and if you're a little bit too heavy-handed, they go.
Yeah. So you wouldn't want to be making your own glue to glue them. Use something nice and
That would be an ecumenical matter.
You know what I would use for gluing the tracks together with?
Smooper glue. Oh, the good old sort of Humbrol or Revell contactor.
Right, because it's not as strong. You can put a little bit in the top of a paint tin, right? Have a cocktail stick. One little drop is all you need. The chances of it melting on then, what's the?
Right, Vamp's going on about now. He mentioned it in the dungeon earlier on. He was redoing a car and he's done it all shiny 2K and that, but he seems to have accepted a build-off challenge. You want to give us a bit more info on that, mate? Because he's kind of regretting his decision. Damn Duck says, hello, is this where I'm? Damn Ducks, have you been smoking anything interesting tonight, or are you on the old... Yeah. Vamp saying use acetone glue. Yeah, you're on about like the extra thin. Yeah, that's going to melt everything to bits.
Yeah. It's a little bit too vicious, really, for the fine detail on the Panther tracks and stuff. It's like them, right? It's on me Easy 8, right?
Is that rubber band guns?
They're actually individual tracks with individual pins in them.
I'm not sure what's on my one, but I think it's individual links.
All right. And all I glued them together with was the Revel contactor, because I've built them in the past with this stuff, and it's a bit too vicious.
Is that the extra thin?
Yeah.
Ah, see, aye, that's stronger than extra thin. Aye, that's acetone based. That'll just.
Yeah. But even the extra thin, if you're not careful, you can put too much on and it just melts them.
Right. They're a bit fiddly then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Common Road Junction, still thinking about building another dial. It's hard to suggest to somebody what dial to build unless, you know, you've got a picture in the head what you want to replicate and what kits or models you're going to put on it. It's, yeah.
If you've got somebody who wants to build, say, an AFV, a tank or whatever you want to call it, vehicle, Dio, right? That's Dio diorama base that you had, the road with the brick wall on.
Oh, you're on about my two-part dial?
Yeah, right. Get something like that and just put a tank on it. But they'd probably have a bit better chance of building it than...
They're quite difficult to build, these two-part dials, I've found.
You had to go and do it, didn't you?
I'll get it out, seeing as you're taking the piss, but yeah.
Me never. John started it.
John started it.
Sir John did it.
Yeah.
I think John's on about this two-part dial. It's actually a mini art one. It's actually 3 parts, but yeah, the walls a bit.
Basically, you've got a vac form base, 2 vac form half walls that you split, join together, and then glue to the base. Quite simple and easy, really.
No, the wall's not. The wall's not. But then a T62 comes rumbling at you, and
yeah.
It's actually quite nice when it's all together. There's lovely detail and everything on it for dry brushing it up. But yeah. 2-part dial. There was some smearisms uttered when I made it.
But if you want to do something like a Challenger Abrams or something like that, you could build it in an Iraq-Afghanistan scene on a road, at a checkpoint or something, firing across a road. You just get a sheet of wet and dry sandpaper, glue it to a board, paint it whatever colour you want because you've got the texture there. You've got an instant road. You'll paint some white lines down it.
Vamp's saying the extra thin is like nail cleaner. Yeah, it's acetone based, and basically the lassies that take stuff off their nails use acetone. So yeah, it's basically almost neat acetone.
Yeah, these acrylic nail extensions you get, what they normally do is they dangle the fingers in the jar, in the tub, and it literally melts.
A lot about this, John. Does this go with it, like the long hair and the fake boobs?
There's something you need to tell us, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found that one out when I made Davros's hand.
Oh, right.
Right. Oh, right.
Davros's hand. Okay.
Yeah, we've got a motocross armoured glove, and I super glued and resin some extremely long fingernails on it.
So did you get them for the local Boots chemist, or what did you say when you went in? You thought my nails are not looking very good. Could you suggest something?
Yes, I did actually get them from Boots. I did get some funny looks when I went to pay for them.
Oh dear.
You know when you go into a chemist and when you were younger, there's a Madness song about certain things.
I used to come out with loads of packets of aspirin and that. I never actually got what I wanted.
But yeah, you know what I mean.
You used to go to the barber shop and is it something for the weekend, sir? Oh yes, please.
Yeah, you know what I'm on about, right?
Yeah.
I went up to the counter to pay for them, and I gave her the money, and she sort of looks up, and you get that look where they're just about to say, "Oh, are these for you?" sort of thing.
Don't put me on the way of them on Tuesdays.
She just looked at me, glanced at me, smiled. I says, "No, they're all right. Look, they're for somebody else, not for me." And she just burst out laughing because she was actually thinking that.
If you had walked in with the big balloons and that up your t-shirts, you might have thought something different.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Jay, before the chat runs away, Jess Idaho's asking, John, were those tracks a paint to assemble, the ones on that Sherman?
What I did, they can be a real pain in the rear end, but what I did, I made a jig out of bolts of wood.
Oh, right. Okay, I've heard a lot of people making jigs up for doing these.
Basically, I just had...
Because you can buy one now, I think, like Mr. Hobby does.
If you just go into a lumber yard or a DIY place, you can usually get bolts of wood off cuts.
I've got a pack of balsa wood up there. It was like a tenner. I think Colin got the same pack off.
Hobbycraft sell it. Little packs of bolts of wood. You get a piece of bolts of wood like that, right? And all you do, you get a flat piece of balsa and you just fasten it on with a drawing pin. And it gives you an edge to push the track up to.
Right.
Basically, what I did, I built them in 4 segments, 4 little lengths at a time.
Yeah.
All right, so I ended up with a big pile of track, but in 4 links. Right. And then I glued them together into an 8 section, let that dry, and then did another one and did it that way because it's easier to do them in short runs than in one long one in one go.
Yeah, Commodore Johnson's just not sure. He just wants to start a project. So I mean, normally he does like railway stuff. It's go in your model shop, see if there's a model that you like, whether it be a tank or an aeroplane or a helicopter, and go, I like that, and then think about a scenario to put it in.
I tell you what I used to do, right? The old Airfit kits that you used to get used to have some really good box art. Right? Go and have a look, and it might be a tank with a really good box art. I thought, well, I built the kit and I tried to build it like the picture on the box.
Use that for a reference.
That's all I did with my World War I Dio.
Yeah.
Is I just looked at World War I photographs on the interweb and built it sort of similar to that. I've got it just out of shot. Bear with me.
But you knew you were building that tank and you wanted to do a trench scene, so you had an idea of what you were doing.
Yeah, I had a rough idea of what I wanted, which was a trench scene going on. And then sort of added tunnels to it, sleeping quarters, then Germans digging a tunnel through to break into it, you know. So just added the story to it. So each side or section of it you look at, it tells a little tiny miniature story, you know.
That's more of what I would call, I know dials are like 3D, but it's more 3D. It's got more aspects to it rather than just seeing like the ground and the tank sitting on top of the soldiers. There's stuff going down and round.
Yeah, it's one of those because I thought I would do something just to sort of emphasize World War One and stuff like that. It grew from there, but if I was doing something like a standard tank, then I would have a miniature version of that, like I did with the Toon Sherman, that one.
Yeah.
Where it was like a bit of rubble, a bit of a brick wall of a building that had been demolished and a bit of shrubbery, and it, you know, it can be anything. It's just a generic vignette almost.
Fox comes up with a good one there. He says, instead of thinking about the dial or the model, why not try and come up with a story first? The point of the dial is to turn a static model into a scene that tells a story.
Yeah.
JS Idaho was asking, was that a T55 on my two-part dial that Tamiya won? Yes, it was. That's a lovely kit to make up. Scale model vamps having a wee laugh to sell. Yeah, there's a load of battles. I mean, I tend to buy the model and then maybe do 2 or 3 and not weather them too heavily and then think, actually, these are all around about the same era. I might try and put them on the dial and then weather them up to the dial, which is why I don't heavily weather them on, because I've got like an American Jeep and Russian tanks. And
it's like Mark Wars just said here, because I've got the chat back up.
Yeah.
He's on about doing the Sherman as the Crossroads, like the Fury one, and Colin's on about doing that. But that, I watched the film, and part of the film you see the platoon tanks coming down like that. The back one gets its turret blown off, right? And it's a dirt road with a hedge behind. And they're all hunkered down because something's just gone bang. And that's what I'm doing with this. I've got to put the 2 crew figures in there, War Daddy on top, and the loader, and the guy swinging on the 50 cal at the back.
Right.
And the backdrop, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to get that basic you've got, but I'm going to replace the wall with a hedge and do it that way.
Stick a couple of them together and yeah.
Well, that's what I'm doing with that.
What scale model vamp saying? There is nothing after building a bike chain detail set that you cannot do. I've still got one to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the individual links with a hammer and the fucking lock, isn't it? Yeah.
If you can build one of them individual motorcycle chains out of, I think it's 5 pieces, 5 out 6 pieces per link.
Yeah.
You can build one of them and it works. You can build anything.
But it doesn't mean you can put the decals on it when you're finished, though.
Oh, I don't have a problem with decals. Not very often. But
is that because you leave them alone, John?
I leave them alone, but as Terry well knows, right, my Yamaha did give me some grief.
Oh, did it? Did you get one's bottom lip out, did we, John?
Yes, one's bottom lip was well out. And
you better say cheerio to Ray. He's away. He's locking up for the night, John.
Right.
Mind to put the alarm on.
Yeah. In the morning, 7 o'clock sharp.
Did you give it proper dastardly and Muttley dynamic moments?
But yeah, these decals, they actually came like on a flat, right? And they weren't really designed to go round corners. So I had to cut each one of them into a little piece and put each piece on and slowly twist it to get it to go round the fair.
Yeah, I had similar problems like that with the Sheen and Roberts build. I did it, all the down curves and that.
Do you find swearing at it helps? Because I find that when I get something I can't do, I swear at it quite loudly and it conforms after a while.
It helped with Sheen and Roberts because I could edit it out. But if you remember when I done the decal wrap of the van, I filmed that all in one hit. So I had to be really well behaved for that one.
Yeah.
Right, Fox is going, is that a unicorn shoulder, Gordon?
Huh?
Hey, a unicorn shoulder. Elaborate, Fox. I have no idea what you're on about.
I've got a unicorn. Yes, I've got a unicorn Japanese mobile suit or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, you didn't go and buy one of those bipedal Japanese warsuits, did you?
No. We happen to be discussing things, and I've already got one. And I was talking to Fox about that. I would like to do another one at some point, but one with wings.
Yeah. See, I've got a poster behind me, and I don't actually know what that is. I know it's a Japanese fighting suit, but I have no idea which one.
One like that, mate. One like that thing there.
That's the sort of thing that I would like to have a go at doing next. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a ZX10 version 2 fucking thing. Aye.
You seem to know a lot about the subject. All I know is the one I made had a sniper rifle, and that was it.
That's got a sniper rifle as well, but I haven't painted it yet.
No, I just deco wrapped it in digital camo, put it down somewhere, and couldn't find it again.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame when that happens to those, you know, bipedal Japanese mechanized.
In a cupboard somewhere, but I'm too scared to open the door in case it shoots, mate.
Right there.
What is Vamp saying? I can't find decal sheeting in South Africa after watching Colin's vid. It seems you've got quite a few problems getting things. Can you get Amazon in South Africa?
You can get it on the eBay, mate. Scale modelling vamp. If you go on to eBay, type in white decal paper A4.
The problem he's got at the moment is there's a lot of stuff, a lot of companies won't ship to South Africa.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because there's a few paints that he's fancying, and he's even tried D-models and that, and the like. No, sorry.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. Yeah. That's a shame. I don't think it's on the banned list, but...
Yeah, I just know, I remember when I used to ship for my business, there were certain countries that flagged it, sort of came up as dodgy, you didn't really want to ship there. But, I mean, things have changed in South Africa.
Goes, how can we say, walkabout?
Yeah. And yes to Fox as well. That sounds a good one, that does.
Sorry, I thought you had developed a stutter there, John.
Fox is posting up a link to one of those naughty things. A perfect freedom bipedal Japanese mechanized robot suit or something.
It was showing me some of the rather large ones, the D models, the other day. I was like, ooh.
Not quite sure what Idaho's on about there. Terry Damgun expert and guru in disguise. Yeah, I hide it. I hide it with my back. I didn't do it. I've not painted it yet. Yeah, Comroe Junction. I mean, the dial, it's got to be something you're passionate about. I mean, we can give you ideas about what we'd like to build, but you've really just got to think of a story or a scene in time that you want to tell and what vehicles are involved, and then think about making the dial. It's not like we can say, right, build trees in a lake and that and have a tank coming down. It's got to be something you're passionate about doing and that you're interested in doing. We can't really... We can give you tips on how to do things in a dial, but we can't tell you how to do your... Do you know what I mean? It's quite hard. Well, he's found a zero paints dealer in South Africa, at least. Right. But you've got some Spastics Paint. I haven't heard of that one. Yeah, Damn Duck's definitely on the booze tonight.
What else is new?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, so not wanting to keep calling on too long in case he gets, because he's obviously sore at the moment, but we're just doing a wee short catch up with you guys. This is kind of the crew moving onwards. So there might be one or two guests popping in, but this is kind of like what we'll have on a Saturday night. As I explained earlier, groups go in different directions and everything. So this is kind of the crew we've got at the moment. So moving on for that, we hope to do more Saturday night lives, but obviously it depends on who can come in of an evening. I'm going to keep on. I'm trying to coax Colin into it. You know how I do my afternoon live at the bench things when I'm just sort of painting things and that. Some of you seem to be enjoying that, so I'm going to do one or two of those.
Yeah, you're trying to rope me in on that, isn't you, mate?
Yeah,
I
was trying a few at different times in a week, and it might seem like, oh, folk are going, oh god, there's another live at the bench kind of thing. But I was just trying to see if people would tune in, and some of you seem to enjoy it.
Well, we were on about something the other day, weren't we? About a certain motorbike kit that the three of us have got.
Yeah, we might do a group build or something.
Actually, mate, yeah, because someone else has got one as well. I can't think who it is now. Someone messaged me in chat.
The Ashima Z9, is it Z9?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Kawasaki Z1, isn't it, or something?
This one, I don't mate, now. Can I get it out? There's three of us have got this.
Yeah.
Three of us got this kit, and we were thinking, you know, if we were doing an afternoon sort of live at the bench, we could do a group build.
Yeah.
Something different rather than doing, because you can't really do it on a Saturday night if you're trying to chat to everybody, and if you're just sitting at the bench through the week, if somebody tunes in for a chat, they can chat away.
Somebody's a bit more adventurous than a starter kit.
Yeah.
As a bodybuilder, isn't it? You know what I mean? I think there's a few people. I'm trying to think who it is who messaged me on chat. Wasn't Spidey, was it?
I can't mind. No, I'm not sure.
For some reason, Spidey, Davey UK, or Frankie springs to mind. But
yeah, we'll stick it up in the dungeon anyway and see there's three of us with this kit, and we might do, even if it's just like one afternoon a week or something, and we'll fit it down till the next week and do it that way.
Yeah.
What's Fox saying? He's been injected with the typo-hypo. Either that or you're typing with your fingers. I actually think you've got your shoes and socks off and you're typing with your big toe, mate. It's so warm. He's like, typing with his toes. So yeah, I think we'll wrap it up just now, ladies and gents. Yeah, that was just a quick sort of hello to everybody, and yeah, we're still here, and yeah, we've got things planned, but we'll see how it goes. And Fox typing with his face. Right, who's got the button?
The typing.
What's Vamp saying? Kind of enjoyed the few days you did live at the bench. Was a change from work coming home. It's a different audience in the afternoon. I mean, in the UK, most people are at work, but getting, you know, Australia, South Africa, America, Canada. Yeah. Right. Okay. I think without any further ado, as Colin would say, thanks everybody for tuning in. Jared's away. Good night.
See you later, Jared. Well, there you go, mate.
See you later, Jared.
Thanks all for tuning in, and we'll see how we get on next week. So it's a very good night from me.
And it's a good night from me.
And a night peeps from me.
See you later, people.
Who's got the button? Lynn, you've got the button.
I got the button. Ah, no.